Hi everyone. Today I'm here with problem 2.62 from University Physics by Young and Freedman. Let's get started. So this question is from the same unit that I've been covering questions from so far. This is unit 2. It's a collision question. So the engineer of a passenger train traveling at 25 meters per second sights a freight train whose caboose is 200 meters ahead on the same track. Figure 2.P2.62. The freight train is traveling at 15 meters per second in the same direction as the passenger train. The engineer of the passenger train immediately applies the brakes, causing a constant acceleration of 0.100 meters per second squared in a direction opposite to the train's velocity, while the freight train continues with a constant speed. Take x equals 0 at the location of the front of the passenger train when the engineer applies the brakes. A, will the cows nearby witness a collision? B, if so, where will it take place? So this question is kind of convoluted a little bit. It has a lot of information. And so the textbook actually has provided a little diagram, but I didn't include that here just because I thought it would be a little bit more easier to visualize if we drew our own, as we typically do. So, but you can always use or look at the image in the textbook and it's exactly the same one, but let's get started and draw. So, okay. So this, okay. So this is gonna be the passenger train. Let's just draw this in blue. So I'm just going to label this as PT, passenger train. And it's traveling at, so VPT is equal to 25 meters per second. And this train, the engineer of the train sights a freight train. So sights a freight train whose caboose is 200 meters ahead. So if we're kind of going, maybe the train is going this way. So sorry about that. So yeah, the speed is, oh, okay. It's in this direction. That's the direction that it's moving at, for example. Then 200 meters ahead, we see another train. So let's make this the red freight train. And this freight train is 200 meters apart. So I'm just going to go over that 200 meters ahead. And it's moving at, so label this freight train. It's going at V freight train is equal to 15 meters per second. And it's going in the same direction as the passenger train. So we said the passenger train is going in this direction. So the freight train is also going to be going in this same direction. And of course, when the engineer sees this freight train, the passenger train, so this blue train right here, immediately hits the brakes, and the acceleration of the passenger train is, it's 0.100 meters per second squared in the opposite direction. So we can just say it's negative 0.100 meters per second squared, right? Because when we have acceleration, if it's slowing down, that just means that it's going to be negative, right? And the freight train is just going to continue at its constant speed. So we're not going to really change anything right over here. And so let's take x is equal to 0 as the location of the front of the passenger train. So I'm going to take x is equal to 0 meters, and where the engineer applies the brakes, and will the cows nearby witness a collision? And that's what we want to figure out. Okay, so let's just kind of rewrite all the information that we have. So let's start with the passenger train. So passenger train, we have our acceleration, which is, we said negative negative 0.100 meters per second squared. We have our speed, right? And that is, well, we have direction and speed, so it's velocity. It's going to be going 25 meters per second to the right, right? And we have, we have our, let's label that as PT. And another thing that we have, actually that looks like that's it. Yeah, okay. So then for this freight train, so our V freight train is equal to 15 meters per second. And that is sort of the information that we have. Okay, so let's think about this question. So if a collision is to happen, that means that both the freight train and the passenger train are going to be at the same location, right? So the same X location at the same time. So the T is going to be equal, right? So the T is going to be, so at some T, the distance of where the passenger train is going to be equal to the distance at where the freight train is going to be, right? And that means that they're colliding because obviously two trains can't be at the same location at the same time without a collision. And so if we think about it this way, we can just figure out, well, what's the distance? Well, we can, yeah, find out what the distance is and equate them to each other. But we know that that's going to be equal to d of passenger train. And then the d passenger train is going to be equal to the distance of where the freight train is, right? So after zero, of course, and that's why they kind of gave us this x is equal to zero location. And how we relate these two is going to be through time, right? Because time is, like as we said before, two trains can't be somewhere at the same time, at the same location without a collision. So we're assuming that. So what is t? We're going to use that. We're going to connect these two together because these t's are equal to each other. Okay. So now if we look here, we can relate these two and make them equal to each other, right? So we can equate the two, we can use this and figure out what the time is. But we can use, on this side, we can use our 5 kinematic equations to do that. So one of our 5 kinematic equations. So if we see our 4 variables, acceleration, velocity, distance, time, the one that comes to mind is this one. Because this one has all the variables that we need. And so if we plug in our numbers, we just get 25t plus half of minus 0.1 t squared. And if we do that to the distance of the freight train, that's going to be, well, at some time t, it's going to be 200 ahead, right? So 200 plus 15t, right? Because we have to account for this difference between the two. So if they're at the same location, it's going to be whatever speed that this is going at plus the 200 for this to catch up, and then, or yeah, plus the 200 to account for the distance between them. And that means that these two are going to be at the same location. And so now we just solve for t. So dpt is equal to dft. And when I do that, I get 25t. Oh, actually, let me just, let me just write that. Oh, shoot, let's move that right over here. Okay, so it would be 25t minus 0.05t squared is equal to 200 plus 15t. right? Okay, actually, this does look like it was a better location. Okay. Anyways, if we simplify that, we get 0 is equal to 0.05 t squared plus 200 minus 10 t. And from that, I just plug this into a quadratic calculator, but of course you can just use the quadratic like roots equation, and we get two answers. We get t is equal to 22.54, and then we get t is equal to 177.46. And really, we can just choose the first one because if it already collided, then it's not really going to get to the second time. So we choose the first one. That's the one that makes sense. So because we even got a number that's a real value, that means yes, it's going to happen. The collision is going to happen at the time is equal to 22.54 seconds. Because if we assumed all of this, that that a collision occurs at some time t, when the distances are equal to each other, and we didn't get some real time value, that would mean that it doesn't exist, right? It's imaginary, which means that the collision is not happening. But we actually got a real value, 22.54 seconds. So we know, yes, the cows nearby will witness a collision. And if so, where will it take place? Okay, this is a little bit messy, but just follow along with this green arrow. And so we just have to take our t and plug it into one of these equations right here. So it can be dpt or dft. So if we plug it into dft, the distance of the freight train, because that's just easier to plug in, we get 200 plus 15, 22.54. And then we get the distance of the freight train is equal to 538.1 meters. And that is where the collision is going to take place. So that brings us to the end of our question. That's our solution. I'm just going to highlight this in black so we can see a little bit better. Oh, yeah. So, and I'm just going to write down yes. So, yes, we do get a collision. All right, so yeah, that's the end of our question. We have our solution. If that was helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments or send me an email at the email that I leave in the description. And if you have any requests for any questions you would like me to solve in the future, you can also send me that as an email, and I'll try my best to get it done as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.